We are live and in color. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Sunday night. I'm sorry. I'm dying right now because, like, as we were getting ready to go live, there is someone in the chat that has named themselves Doofy's MHR Ankle Monitor. That is the name of the fucking night so far. Guys, I love it. I do. So what's up? Sunday, hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting. I think Harry's going to show up at some point. I don't know what happened to Pat. We got to put like a bolo out on Pat. He's disappeared. Pat, if you're out there, we're concerned. Look at that Italian leprechaun. Oh, man. This is going to be a shit show.
Always is.
So I actually, like, this is off topic of anything, but I want to talk about this first before we get into, like, the videos and stuff that we have, honestly, because I'm, like, buying time for Harry to show up. If he shows up, maybe he blew us off. I don't know. But I got a message right before the show, a couple of us did, that apparently Silver Diamond, who is Furry Potatoes, you know who Silver Diamond is, right? Mm-hmm. She's a lieutenant in the Tater Tot Army, right? It's a big deal. So she has displeased the queen. This is fucking psychotic, if it is fact true. Because Silver Diamond, who has since started her own panel stream, has allowed some Masshole supporters on her panel. Furry has taken away her wrench and has disavowed her. So this is what we're dealing with here. It's absolutely tyrannical bullshit. It's psychotic. Like, that's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Some free speech advocate that is like, Furry, I see you. I see you. Seriously. This lady pays, like, I don't know how much she pays. I can't remember. I asked her at one point because she was on Polly Crispy's panel and I happened to be there. And I was like, how much does it cost to be a lieutenant in the Tater Tot Army? And I think she said something around maybe $15 a month. I can't remember, so don't quote me on that. But, like, even at $5 a month, like, that's what's 5 times 12?
70.
70. Is that $70 a year right now? That, listen, it's fucking Sunday. Tom, I just want to give a big masshole welcome to our new in-studio producer, Tom Mullen. Tom, welcome. Thank you so much. He's bringing us to the next level, so I appreciate you, Tom Mullen.
Thanks, Tom.
Tom's the shit. And he's looking at me like, really, you couldn't do that math? No, Tom, I fucking couldn't. It was a little bit much for me right now. But yes, that's $70 a year that Silver Diamond is, potentially, hypothetically. No, it's not.
Oh, we're both wrong. It's 60.
Shut up, Tom. A bunch of fucking retards over here. No idea what's going on. $60. Oh, like, we're going to squabble over the $10. Either way, it's more money than I would ever give to Furry Potato. And fuck you twice if I'm giving you even $10 a year and you ask me over who I have on my panel. That is ridiculous. Thanks, Bruce, for doing the math for us. Yep. Listen, I live in the age of calculators. I don't even do math.
Oh.
It was not my strong subject.
I would have to take my shoes off to get it right.
To count your fingers and toes? Yeah. Thank you, Bruce. Bruce is like, counting it or breaking it down for us.
Yep, you won a prize.
Hey, Walbert. I see Jim Walbert in the chat. What's up? Cat Nat. I can't even. Jimmy, Gary W, Fizzy, Julie Barnett. Hello, beautiful. It's good to see you guys. Joe, Samuel.
Yep, Jimmy, a cocksucker. We don't know how to do math.
Kimber in Alaska. Greg. Oh, Greg's here. Great. No, just kidding. Greg. So, I guess we'll start with Judo Johnny then, because I want to talk about this. This is an odd situation. So, Eyes On, one of my most beloved negging commenters, Eyes On comes in and pretty much tells me how much I suck, and then we'll follow it up with here's some constructive criticism though. But they sent me this link and said maybe this would be a good discussion. So I wasn't familiar with Judo Johnny. I had to kind of look into Judo Johnny. He's over in California. He's loosely affiliated with Furry Potato. And is begging for her help with this situation. And I started to do a little research into this. And I've put in a records request to see if something comes out, but we'll talk about that in a minute, right? Because there's some discrepancies. But first, let's just listen to his story. Huh? 25 to life. Yeah. Not that one. The other one. Nope. Do you even have it anymore? There we go. Live chat with Judo facing 25 to life. There it is. Bingo.
I guess I'll let a couple people come in the room. Never did a live chat like this before. Excuse me, I look a little stressed out. I've lost a little bit of weight in the past couple of days. Haven't been able to sleep much.
Here we go.
I'm doing this live because I want, people, if they have questions, and I also want to reach out to everybody and try to get some help. I'm currently facing life behind bars, 25 years to life on a bogus charge that's trumped up against me. I can't talk too much in detail about the case, although I want to. I just can't. But I can tell you the circumstances surrounding the case. Well, not the case. What's up? Hey, what's up, man? Thank you, man. I'm stressing because, I'm going to lose my kids and I'm going to lose my life. I'm going to prison for life. That's what I'm facing. Well, I got arrested and I lost my job, so I have no income, and every money I had, I used for to bail out. Can't afford a lawyer.
Yeah.
I may lose my kids. I have 2 kids. I miss them. I love them.
So right there, though. Okay.
I never asked for money.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
From you guys, if you guys know.
But right there, he says, I'm going to lose my kids. And then in the next sentence says, I miss them and I love them. So that would, that's a little confusing to me right there. Just a general, so I just want to point out that he is saying that I can't talk about this case, which would be the responsible thing to do, right? Like that's fair. You shouldn't talk about an open case, but that usually doesn't, that doesn't prevent these people from doing so. So that's going to be pertinent to what we're talking about in a minute here. So sorry, continue the video. I just wanted to point that out because there's some discrepancies in this guy's story.
Know my videos and watch my videos. I've never asked anybody for money. Thank you, man. I appreciate the prayers. Appreciate the help. If anyone could donate any money to my PayPal to help me get a lawyer, so I don't lose my kids and my family, my life. It'd be greatly appreciated, man. I get the word out there, I need a really good lawyer, and I lost my job because I was arrested. If anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Anybody out there. If you want to donate, it's in my PayPal. My PayPal link is in the description. You can just go down and look in the PayPal and donate. And if you can, well, the charge is assault, is a felony assault. Although it was a lie, it was a lie put on me based on some other stuff. It's hard to say. I can't talk about it but it's basically an assault, and it's considered a felony assault. And it's just a lie. It's a straight up lie. And the cops, they put more on it to enhance it to a felony. And it's going to be a really hard case to fight. It's really stressful. I'm really stressed. Yeah, damn right. Now the reason it's life is because it's only one. It's a one strike offense because it's a felony. But back in 1997, when I was a kid, I was involved in a robbery. So I got 2 strikes over that, and those 2 strikes, they're with you for life. So I haven't gotten in any serious trouble, anything. It's a drunk in public maybe once, between 1997 and now, but that don't matter, it's still a felony. So I'm facing life. it's weird to me because I don't ask people for help. You know, if you know my channel, I don't reach out like this. You know.
Yeah.
I appreciate anyone who could donate and help me out. You know, and I appreciate all you guys, man. Always watching my channel and whatnot. You know, please get the word out. You know, let people know what I'm facing, what I'm going through. You could really use that song. Oh, what's up, George? Well, what I was explaining earlier is that I'm facing a felony assault charge, which is a bogus charge, and it's a serious charge, the strikeable offense. Now, back in 1997, I was convicted of robbery, and I did my time, and I did my parole, and I beat it. I had no problems, and afterwards, I never had any type of anything between then and there, other than like a drunken public. But so now I'm facing a third strike over some bogus charges. I lost my job when I got arrested. I used all my money to bail out, and I can't afford a lawyer, so I'm basically e-begging right now, you know? And that's not me. If you know my channel, I don't ask for money, you know? I don't ask for handouts, and I'm not it's hard for me to even ask for money, you know?
But he is.
But
So
if
just
anyone
but
can,
he
you
is.
know, if you can donate to my PayPal just to help me get a lawyer, you know, that would really really help, you know? If anybody can get a hold of Furry Potato too, I know I've been trying to get a hold of her. I know she might be able to help, you know, get the word out. I'm sorry, guys, man. I'm just a little stressed. That's kind of what why I haven't posted in a minute and stuff, because I've been kind of going through it. But if anyone could help, PayPal and the link, man. Highly appreciate it. Don't donate to the other link in there. The other link. PayPal is the only way. I don't have access to that other account. So PayPal is the only way I can actually access that account, because the other ones are just not working, you know.
Super.
Anyways, please help get the word out there, man. I have 2 kids, and they're 5 and 7. You know, I want to be there for them.
Is that Furry Potato with a beard?
I appreciate you helping.
Look at how he's trying to muster tears up too. Like he's pulling a Will Blair right now.
Thank you.
Dear fucking God. Hey Harry, thanks for joining us.
What's up, Harry, you cocksucker?
Oh, fuck you, Doofy. You fucking spaghetti arm
Appreciate it.
cocksucker.
What are you gonna do, tough guy, huh? Real tough over the internet, huh?
I thought you were
Internet
asleep
tough
for a
guy.
minute. I thought I was going to take like the drool.
So listen, like this is the first impression that I had from this. He is claiming that he needs money for a lawyer. Does the state of California not offer you counsel if you are, unable to afford counsel?
Yes, they offer public defenders, as every state does.
Right.
Especially third strike cases.
Right. Now, that's the other thing that is a little bit shady here. He claims that it was 1 felony, but it counted for 2 strikes, but he was a kid?
Are you insinuating he might be lying?
Oh, so this is the issue. So I did get his government name, shout out to the PK server, and I'm not going to shout out people by name because I don't know if they'd be comfortable with that right now, but we started looking into this. I cannot find a current felony charge on this guy anywhere in California right now.
What's his name? Because I came in late. I didn't catch his. Did you give his full name out, or?
I have not yet. No,
Okay.
I have not yet.
I know sometimes with Spanish names. I mean, he looks Latino. He
right.
might have like a mother, father, last name that's not we don't have or something.
Well, so we did find some charges, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and traffic tickets. The most recent thing I can find is a July 2020 traffic ticket. So I'm not saying definitively that this charge does not exist yet, because I haven't exhausted all options to be sure of that. All I can say right now is that his story is extremely sus. Between the lawyer issue, claiming that it's a 3-strike issue, but he's only citing one other felony. Obviously, the whole it's a lie. It never happened. Like, they don't arrest you for assault out of nowhere. Especially not felony assault. And just in general, that is suspicious. And the fact that I go to look up this case to kind of get the facts of the case, right? And I can't find it anywhere. So he did do another stream. It's like 7 minutes long, doing a public records request. And I actually, like, as I was showing somebody the video before the stream tonight, I noticed that he had done a public records request. So I figured we would kind of check that out together. This is my first time seeing it too, and see if maybe this is related to the case and it gives us a little bit of, guidance as to where to go.
He's so not to do that too. I think he was charging himself. I don't like it. And if that's case, the number that the person kept telling me, I was like, no. And I said my driver's license, everything, other than my social security number. I just don't like it. What was your name again? Hello, Marcel. Thank you, Parker.
How's it going? I'm here to do an open records request. Yes.
You just want your
Yes. May I get your name and badge if you have a badge number?
Parker in 714.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, ID for what, right? I'm not too concerned about that right now. What I want is all my information pertaining to my case.
Okay. Hi, Erica.
What's up, Missouri?
Have any AKAs?
No. Just,
Yeah, so he's
No.
clearly muting out his own legal name.
I'll write it down.
Yes.
Erica, they don't necessarily, automatically get paid for this.
I have it written down right here.
It's the goal, but it's
This
not a
is the actual
guarantee.
request of all the information I want. And here's my current address.
I mean, this guy is protecting his own personal information more than most of these guys
Thanks for
do.
tuning in,
anybody else's.
everybody. Hey, Croft. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing an open records request for my case. The whole brother, Oklahoma. Yeah, I still don't have a lawyer for my case. I'm still trying to save money up for a lawyer. I appreciate everyone who's donated to help me fight this case. Everyone who's for the kind words and the support.
So, this is
Really
why
appreciate that.
why is he live streaming his public records
Okay.
request?
Make sure I enter all that correctly.
All right.
Is he with someone else?
He must be, or he has a tripod or
This
something.
part up here. Yeah. All right.
Oh, you can see the reflection in the window. Yeah, he is with somebody else. There's
Odd.
someone holding in the upper right-hand corner.
Yep.
He might be requesting the video or the body cams or something.
I mean, I would like to know that this incident and this case actually exists. I guess at this point is where I'm at. Excuse me, jeez Louise. It's not COVID. I'm just a smoker.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, it's in my PayPal. My GoFundMe My
Oh, get
GoFundMe
the fuck
hasn't
outta
worked
here.
for a long time.
It's not Doofy's armpits, is it?
If you want to donate, I
fuck that.
appreciate it. It really helps out. I'm gonna get a lawyer as soon as I can. I've been looking around. In the meantime, I'm doing the footwork myself. I'm doing the FOIA requests for body cams, dash cams. I'm also doing it. I don't even got the police report yet. Are the case number. So there's a lot of information that I don't have that I need.
He doesn't have a
So
case
I
number?
got to get on it.
What?
I have a court date coming up next month, so imperative that I do all this do this stuff and get my case prepared.
How does he not have a docket number though?
Might
That-
have to rewind that because I think he said he had a case number. I couldn't really. Might be his just speech.
No, he literally said, I don't. You go back and listen to it again. Hold on, we can rewind it. He said, I don't have.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a minute.
He said he doesn't even have a case number.
Huh.
Yeah, that's.
Hi.
Probably about there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a minute.
Nope.
Hi.
A little bit further back than that. Right around here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a minute. Imperative that I do all this info.
Okay.
I have a court date coming up, so there's a lot of information that I'm doing. Requests for body cams, dash cams. I'm also doing it. I don't even got the police report yet. Are the case number. So there's a lot of information that I don't have that I need. So I got to get on it.
Like if he's gonna summon this, there's
I
a
have
case number right on
I
there.
have a court date coming up next month, so imperative that I do all this do this stuff and get my case prepared.
Well, the case number is usually on your booking slip once you're released.
Right. I'm curious to see if they even produce any records,
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take a minute.
but it's not if you're the suspect.
Hi.
So it's gonna take some time for me to research this.
Right.
Since you guys like you guys, can you give us that phone number?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I get a case number? Is it any possible to get the case number? Because I don't even have the case number.
For this,
Yes.
from which one?
From all the incidents.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I have to do some respond to your
Right.
request. I don't have time right now. I'm really short-handed. I don't have time right now to research all of this.
Okay. May I get
That's
you?
why I asked if your phone number's on here. I'll give you a call.
Okay, great. May I get your name and badge number?
And Supervisor Agent, my guy is 348.
348,
fucking crazy.
Supervisor Edgar. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Email me or shoot me or call me.
I'll give you a call.
All right,
I'll let you know, it'll be less than 2 days, but.
great. Great, thank you.
Now, is it just me? That's probably all we want to see from this anyway. Does it sound like he's requesting multiple?
Yeah, fuck that flag. Go ahead, record me.
Fuck this guy. Does it sound like he's requesting multiple records there, like multiple incidents? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
This is weird.
So maybe
This
he
is-
got arrested twice or something, and that's why he's saying it's his third strike.
I'm telling you though, I can't find. I'm gonna go back and look again, and I did email over to actually the police records department, so that's probably like just to see if anything came back under his name and date of birth. It's bizarre though, like it almost seems like there's a public records request being done to continue the e-bag.
I wonder if he's related to that guy who caught his own house on fire.
I'm just saying, Does anybody like? Let me see in the comments too. Does anybody else think that this is just weird to you? Like suspicious? Is it just me? It could just be me. I'm pretty jaded, and I usually don't trust these guys. Especially as soon as you call out furry potato, I'm like, don't trust you. Like, you know, there's something wrong with you. But I don't know. Maybe that's my own bias showing. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think they've earned the bias and the distrust from their own community, let alone us as well from the outside. I mean, how do you determine what's? I mean, after you listen to these guys for going on 2-3 years now, it's like one scam after another scam, and he's producing nothing to say it actually happened. I mean, there's no video of the rest. I haven't seen at least, and
Right.
He's e-begging that I got arrested, I was kidnapped, and I don't know. I'm like you. I don't trust. I don't trust anything these guys say.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And you know, Corrosive is saying his lawyer would be doing any requests due to discovery and evidentiary procedure. But he's also claiming that he doesn't have an attorney. And the reason that he doesn't have an attorney is because he can't afford one.
And this is one thing I'm unclear of when it comes to body cams and dash cams. I don't know if they have to release that yet, since that's evidence in the court proceedings. I mean, that's something he would get in discovery, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like it goes back to like the original, like how do you not have a public defender if you are unemployed, low income, can't, support yourself, and obviously can't afford an attorney. Like, when they read you your rights, they say like if you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. I would assume that's true in California as well. Anything that I read, it's true in California.
Well, absolutely, and your initial appearance, they usually ask you, can you afford an attorney, and they appoint one at that point for you.
Right.
I agree with you. I mean, it's very suspect, and
I saw the party in here. Like, I think I missed your point, or you missed my point. No, I get it. Like, there is another conversation to this, to the moral aspect of it too. So let's pretend that he's being honest, right, and that he really is at 3 strikes, and facing 25 to life, which again, like, just to be able to, honestly, I just wanted to look into the incident and go, okay, like, let's get the full picture of the situation. What does this case look like? What are the circumstances? What is, what does the first and second strike look like? And I just couldn't find it, which makes my alarm bells go off. But let's pretend that everything he says is true. Should he get a handout for that? Should people be paying for his attorney? Because, 3 strikes is 3 strikes is 3 strikes. You have 3 opportunities to not end up with serious felonies.
Right, and whether you agree or disagree with it or not, like someone else mentioned earlier, in California especially, if you've got 2 felony strikes already, I'd be fucking pretty clean the rest of my life.
Right. Is it on everybody else at that point, though? I don't think that it is.
No, I totally agree, and I think that's their motive. I mean, he probably doesn't want a public defender, and and I wouldn't either. If I was facing 25 to life, I wouldn't want a PD either. But as Jim Carrey says, stop breaking the law, asshole!
Well, it's not just that. What you want, what you get are 2 different things, right? And counsel, right? So, obviously, as the stakes increase, you probably, want to get the best representation that you can. But if you don't have a job and you don't have any money and you can't afford an attorney, unfortunately, the best representation that you can get is a public defender. That's just how that goes. Don't want to deal with that, I guess don't commit felony assault. But I have a hard time even really speaking to that because I can't find this case, so I don't even know the details of the case. And that does matter, right? Because when we're looking at something like assault, did he go out and assault a stranger? Was he robbing someone? Was it a domestic? Because domestics can get kind of messy. Does he have a record of this? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of factors to put into it to kind of gauge, like, how much should the public have to help? Right.
Right.
If they're so inclined. And I can't even find the case, which again, like, really, really strikes me. Should he be involving furry with chance of incarceration? Well, no, honestly, any situation that you are in, and I say this wholeheartedly, I put my name on it, drag me through the mud if you want, but I'm saying this wholeheartedly and staunchly. Any situation that you are in, if you add furry into the scenario, it only makes it worse. It will never make it better.
No. Absolutely
like, furry is a complicating factor that any intelligent person with a shred of self-preservation in them should not ever want to involve. Like, you don't want to insert that in there.
And Desert Sentinel mentioned that it has to be a strikeable offense, correct? But I mean, is it like you were saying? Is it assault on a Leo? Is it assault? Is it domestic? I mean, like I said, there's so many unanswered questions, and this guy's just e-bagging for money. And like I said, he's produced, like I said, not a shred of evidence.
I see D. Johns is asking me how much money I get off my PayPal. I can say that as far as my personal PayPal goes, maybe I have one person who's in the chat right now. They know who they are. They've thrown me $100 here and there for like, oh, get pizza for the guys one night. And I'm talking like really here and there. You know who it is. Well, never mind. But if I told you, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember. But it's still few and far between that literally the guys in the studio right now are like, who? Like,
Well, and how often do you actually solicit off your PayPal?
oh, no, not today. Like, he didn't give me it today for pizza. Yeah, we used to get pizza all the time. Shut up. But I'm talking about like way back when. But we don't advertise the PayPal. We don't use the PayPal. There's a PayPal pool. I believe it got to 3,015 before I shut it down. It went to legal expenses, the donors there, which I did not advertise that pool. It was something that I was encouraged to start by some close friends and, was contributed to by my close friends. What I did was I gave them the receipts for the legal expenses, which I would not be entitled to, to a public defender because there was no defense involved with this. There's civil issues that I'm dealing with. But my PayPal is not, we're not the same here. And I mean, please continue to look through and let me know when we push that PayPal link or I start crying to you about, the studio is in the basement of a strip club. No, but we're in a rehearsal facility and, the people across from us think that they are Pink Floyd. So it's really fun.
It's quite lovely.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah. What is I can't, can you blow up eyes on comment? Cause I have bad eyesight even with this huge TV.
Gail has its own rules, furry friends. I have no idea what that means.
You're not sure. Jail has its own rule.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, Izon really wants to push the conversation to where I hate freaking going. As far as I believe that Izon is referring to and had in the original comment the LGBT, particularly the T part of this. I don't know. How would they know in jail? I guess unless you advertise it. And I mean, I haven't ever been to jail, particularly. I've never been to like a men's jail, so I don't know how they treat that. Transgender situation. I don't know. I don't think that like. I don't see like, oh man, you shouldn't involve furry because you might go to jail for life, and I don't think that would be. What I would be thinking of, I don't know that it would or wouldn't have any effect if we're being honest. I'm kind of ignorant to that. I just don't think that furry is particularly helpful in any legal matter whatsoever because she is clinically insane, right? And not that bright. Like, she's not making calculated smart moves. That's for one. That's for goddamn sure.
No, absolutely. And she's so jaded. She has her jailhouse lawyer mentality that she knows what she's talking about.
Right.
It's not the facts at all. I mean, it's just because you go to trial every 30 days doesn't make you a lawyer.
Right. Not even close. And yeah, I don't know. I think that furry again is just like probably one of the most least the most least, Jesus Christ, the least qualified person to be assisting you in heavy legal matters where you may or may not be charged, facing 25 years to life in prison.
Well, and someone else mentioned, I think it was Carosa mentioned, take your PD, have him do the groundwork until you can afford your own your own attorney, at least the ball rolling that he starts getting discovery and everything.
Right. Honestly, I can't see a judge just rolling over and like, at arraignment being like, do you want representation? And he goes, nah, I'm going to go pro se till I hire a lawyer. I can't imagine a judge, especially, if you're facing potentially 25 years to life being like, yeah, sure. You should do this pro se. I'm not going to have any comment to that whatsoever and we'll allow it to proceed. I imagine that most judges would be very remiss, to allow that situation to play out without at least a very stern warning about like, that's a really dumb idea.
Well, even if he said he wanted to go pro se, usually they still assign an attorney to you for at least to have guidance when you have questions. He might not represent you, but they still assign one to you. That way you have a resource to go to if you hit a wall or something.
I know.
Yeah, no, I like the entire thing. But I again, like, it's very hard to even pick apart I shouldn't say pick apart, form an opinion on the situation without even being able to locate these cases. And it's just very odd because California, much like the state of Rhode Island, has a system called, I think it's called Odyssey. It's a smart search, right? So you put the person's name in and it just pulls up everything. It's fantastic, right? Much better than Massachusetts or some other particularly Commonwealth states. And I pulled him up by name. I confirmed the date of birth, and the most recent thing that I can see there is I believe it was July 2020, like traffic ticket. Yeah.
I mean, they've earned, like I said earlier, they've earned all the distrust that anyone would ever have for them.
That would be a fucked up thing to do, though, honestly.
Yeah, but look at the guy, was it South Carolina, who claimed his house was on fire, and then once, I think it was Sasha dug into it, she found out it was a different apartment building he posted the pictures of.
You're talking about Last Days of Freedom.
Yeah, I mean,
Last Days of Freedom is also a prolific, poor me scammer.
Right, and then he whited out his wife's name and put his name in some bullshit, and
right.
I mean, it's like I said, just the distrust these guys have earned. They've earned 100% of it.
And I feel like the arrests and, court cases tend to be pretty lucrative for these guys, and, as these things go, right? Like they tend to get most of their revenue from like emergency, they got arrested, right? Which is like, that's crazy in and of itself. But I mean, it's conceivable that they would start to just fabricate them when they were running short on arrest, or, like if you can get the arrest money without the hassle of an arrest in a court case, like why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And another great example is PayPal Patty. I mean, how much has he e-bagged, and what has he given back of the lawsuits he has won? And what kills me about these, especially when they e-bag for bail money, where does that money go once the bail's returned to them? What do they do with that money?
Right.
So, I mean, there's this, again, the distrust these guys have earned is 100% earned. She's still laughing. You think she's in the hospital?
No, what I think is, honestly, I had authorized at one point the blocking of Robin Thompson, which I know. I listen. There was one night that she was just spamming the chat, and it was grating on me so bad that I was like, everybody, every show, the mods would be like, "Let me block Robin." No, I love her, right? But she got so obnoxious one night that I was like, fine. Block her. Like, I think I said it on live stream, like, just fucking block her. I think that one order of business is that we will have to unblock her.
I do miss her.
Guys have been third straight for shoplifting in Cali. Okay. I mean, I'm sure. Like, I don't know. Again, like, I have to, like, in order to really feel like comfortable about being like forming like a educated and informed opinion on this whole thing, like I need to confirm that the charges actually exist right now, which I cannot do. Like, and I'm not saying that they don't necessarily. I'm saying right now it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But I absolutely could be missing something. So like, let's just be clear there. Like, I'm certainly there's no way that I can affirmatively say at this point that there's definitely no case, but I can't find it yet. So
did you lower your seat so you look shorter?
Shut up. Okay, listen. Listen, Doofy. Do you want to do this right now? Stand up. We can do this right now.
We're going to stand up?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's see who's taller. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back. Fucking telling me I'm 5. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not 6 feet.
She's saying she's 5 feet.
I'm 5'9". I'm not 6 feet. God. Okay. We're like the same height, Doofy. I think that you think you're taller than you are.
Maybe. Could be.
Sorry.
Doofy wears the same size shoe as El Sancho.
Did you bring a tape measure?
I forgot.
You unprepared piece of shit. Oh, I am not 6 feet tall. Listen, I would have no shame if I was 6 feet tall. Like, I'm past that point in my life. I used to hate being tall. Now I don't give a shit. The only thing I hate about being tall, honestly, is when little old ladies come up to me in the grocery store and ask me to like grab stuff from the top shelf. I'm like, I don't work here though. Like, so I'd rather, but you have to, like, you have to do it at that point. Oh man. I really thank you. I think we are the same height, and I think Doofy just added an inch or two to himself because he's conceited.
That could be.
Doofy always has an inch or two somewhere.
Yep.
Anyway, what is it? 7:42. Well, let's keep the show rolling. What do we got next?
All right, see, Fairy said she's 5'8" and you're 2 inches taller than her.
What?
Fairy just said she's 5'8".
I think I'm 5'9", honestly.
You're 2 inches taller than her.
Yeah, we can pretend that.
So, yep, you're 5'11", 6 feet.
I'm not 5'11", 6 feet.
You're an Amazon.
So Harry, what's this post office shit you got for us here?
So we all know we all love Poster 7. So in my lovely discovery of this new person called Accountability Angel, this person has taken stupid to a new level and has gone to the back of the post office and is now going on the loading ramp going through mail postage.
Oh man, so this is from the bottom of YouTube pretty much, right?
Yeah, you can't make this shit up. And it's like, and she wonders why the poster carrier gets upset with her.
Let's check it out. Oh, it's buffering.
Oh no. What's this?
And her voice is quite annoying.
It was mine, so.
No, that's true.
What's in this?
Oh, it's mail.
Oh, I don't know, but it's addressed to a bunch of people.
Oh my god.
So if you pause it right there for a second,
Not good.
you obviously can tell she's on a loading dock.
That's a really bad idea, you guys. What the hell? Why is she doing this? She's literally sorting through people's mail. Like, this is just. Isn't that like a felony? I thought, like, it's a big deal to go through people's mail, I thought.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yes.
postal cop, but
Yeah.
I think it's against the law.
Tom, what? It's federal, Tom
Yeah.
said. Thanks, Tom.
Oh no. Oh crazy. It's from some bank, whatever it is. I hope it just
Oh my god!
flyers or whatever. Nothing, no personal info on it.
Again, loading dock.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Weird.
You can't make this shit up.
I kind of want to be nosy and poke around more, but I feel a little uncomfortable. You know why though? Because I shouldn't have left it lay in there, whatever it is.
Oh, they're loud.
My fingers are freezing.
Oh, she's going up to the fucking vehicles. Oh, Jesus.
Well, so far in the audit part, they have passed. I'm unsure about what was up with that mail I found. Kind of weird. Maybe I could ask him. Excuse me.
Oh my
I
god.
found boxes with some letters sitting out over there. I was wondering if that's normal for them to be just left out.
Yes.
Oh, really?
The stuff that someone's always out here watching the back.
Oh.
What are you recording?
Just my day.
Excuse me?
Just my day.
Your day.
Yeah. So I can remember what happens.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
You said there always somebody's watching it when there's papers out there
Oh, I hope she admits to rifling
or
through it.
letters.
Do it.
You got people all over you.
Oh.
Matter of fact, it's looking ready to come out any minute now.
Yeah, I've been here 13 minutes and I was poking around your letters and everything and nobody was around. I figured I'd approach and ask once I saw you.
Did you drop these off?
No,
Well, then you shouldn't be poking around. You could be arrested.
I can't be arrested for that.
Yes, you can.
Why? Why? She
I
told
think
me
I
to hold
the
on.
stupid is strong in her.
I'm gonna poke around.
Holy fuck. Oh, go in the
This
truck,
lady's
you dumb
crazy.
bitch.
She left her fucking purse in there, I think.
Oh my god.
Thank God Accountability Angel's out here to watch it for you.
Yeah.
It's like your unattended letters.
She did, like, she just admitted to a felony to a postal carrier, and then on top of it,
That's
on film.
crazy.
On film.
Is this
yeah.
your purse you forgot? I got you. I was watching it.
I don't care.
You don't care. You should be happy. What?
She hates
She's
you,
angry
lady.
for some reason.
She hates you.
I don't know the deal.
Because you're committing felonies, bitch. She's like, what the-
How you doing? I've been auditing you guys for a while, and I came up and noticed that there was unattended mail sitting there for anybody to poke through, like a bunch of papers from a bank and some boxes. Yeah, that's all I was doing. I came over here and just asked. I said, is that normal? So I was like, what? Yeah, and then she said something about me being arrested for being back here. I said, well, there's no signs except for right there.
So you kept that part, Kate? There's no sign except for right there.
Yeah, I was just curious about it. I think she got angry because of whatever. And I babysat her purse while she went inside to make sure nobody got it while the door was wide open. Well, you guys have a good day. Thank you. Biatch. Oh my God. Well, it seems like the woman she brought out probably knew what was up. You would think so, since they have it right on their damn wall. But you never know. I'd be a grumpy gills too if I was leaving people's bank statements out.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking crazy. Why do people have to get so aggressive when you ask a simple question from somebody that's employed by the people with their tax dollars?
What?
You're not paid by tax dollars.
Post office did pretty well. The one lady driving that mail car, she was rude. She must have not got much Christmas bonuses from the people on her route.
Get the fuck out of here.
For some reason, she has a problem with the people of the public and cameras, apparently. And me going around packages that were left for me to go around. But besides that, they did pretty well. I'll give them that. All right, well, on to the next one.
Holy shit. Harry,
Told
where
you.
did you find her?
I honestly, it just came across my stream for some reason, and for shits and giggles, I watched it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
She's the
It
new
takes-
Glenn. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She has taken stupid to a new level.
Holy shit.
So that mail that was sitting there, that comes from a pre-sort. Like a lot of banks have their own postage meters and scales. And so they'll pre-sort, they get a discount for printing their own postage and weighing and stamping everything. And then you just drop it off at the post office. So it's
Right.
not like the post office left it out there. It was just dropped off and not grabbed yet.
Well, there was also a package on top of it, and even if they
Yeah,
did
you-
drop it off, it doesn't give her a right to go through it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I'm not saying she was in the right. She was in a
Yeah.
restricted area, but I'm just saying that's totally normal just to drop off trays of pre-stamped mail for the post office to accept and run through their
Right.
system.
I do the same thing actually through my job because we do so much invoicing that we have a scale and a machine that you put it through in postage and we drop it off as well. That's just, I mean, that like, her rationale, like, well, it was there. Like, well, people have mailboxes in front of their houses on a public easement, perhaps, or very close to it. It doesn't mean that you can go through it. Like
Right.
that. What?
Yeah, and what would possess anyone in their right mind to open a loading dock?
Right.
Yeah, I mean-
and she even admits there's a sign. She doesn't show the sign, but I'm sure the sign says authorized personnel only or something
Right.
along those lines. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good one. So that's why. I
Do
said
we
I
know
took
where
the
she
one.
is? She's somewhere.
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
Chicago area, Illinois area.
All
I
right.
know
Okay.
the voice. I think Josh ran with her before, or she's been on a panel someplace. The voice is really familiar, and I can't place from where she's from.
That's Auditing Angel.
Yeah,
She
accountability angel. Accountability
Auditing
angel.
Angel.
She sounds dumb enough to run with Josh.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Or SLMO, one of those two. I mean,
Right.
but yeah, she's taken Poster 7 to a new level.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
really
she has almost 8,000 subs too.
okay. So she's growing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have a feeling about these things, and I suspect that she's going to be another Glenn. So we should definitely keep an eye on her, in my opinion. You guys
yeah,
heard
she has some
first.
other passive aggressive videos out there also.
Right, right.
She has a couple where she's going at the cops, cussing them out and shit.
Yeah.
This was my favorite one day. I found it today, and I'm like, yeah, be fuck. I was actually stunned like you when you seen that. I'm like, yeah, be kidding me. So yeah, it just was bizarre.
Right. You can't touch the mail in your neighbor's mailbox. Exactly like that. I mean, the way she admits it to a postal worker, and then like on film too. Like, yeah, I just committed a felony. Like,
Right.
wrong with you?
Oh, look, who's this addressed to? Oh, I know them.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Once the mail hits federal postal property, it is custody of the USPS right
Right.
up to your door.
and I can't remember. I know we used to have some of those bins at work also. I think those white tubs that they're in even says this is postal property, penalty of law or some crap like that. I can't remember now. But that white tub they're in, I think that tells you not to touch them, basically.
right.
Yeah, and that's mainly to keep people from stealing them to take them home to store,
Right.
letters in and stuff. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I actually worked a job for a while where they used old postal those bins, right? I mean, I'm assuming it was legal. I never asked, but it very very clearly says on there that you can't take the bins, can't take their contents. So
Right.
like all over they're wonderful bins. They're
They're great for
right,
storage.
right. They're very useful.
Yeah.
But you can't just take them or anything that's in there. Like, oh, who? I thought I just saw an all caps comment that I thought looked like I can't tell now. Sorry.
I think it's a sock Robin Thompson. I don't
Oh,
know if
it's
it's
a sock.
Robin Thompson.
It's definitely a sock. I have the real
Yeah.
one blocked, and I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we got like 5-10 minutes left. I just wanted to ask you guys if you saw the Plasma Mastodon video. Anybody?
I have not had a chance to watch it yet.
That
No?
was a beautiful video, Kate.
Oh,
It
fucking
was
shit.
fantastic.
You'll watch it later. Tom's gonna watch it. Huh? Never mind. Sorry, he's looking at me. It's tough in the studio sometimes. Yeah, it's on Masshole. Yeah, now it's 15 minutes long, so we'll be cutting it. We will be going over. I'm going to stab the people across the hallway if we stay here past an hour. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just being honest. Yeah, you know what? Actually, fine. We'll watch it.
He was a creepy fucker.
Yeah, because this story just I was so stuck in it, you guys. I could not get out of it. I was amazed. It's not so much the fact that he was a convicted sex offender. That was abundantly clear. As soon as I opened the channel, yeah, of course he is. But nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Well, I'm certain a lot of people knew, but they just assumed that somebody else would have told them if it was actually true. That's what usually happens in those situations.
I was about to say, I'm sure there's more victims out there than that came forward. I'm sure he left. A ton of damage in his wake because like I said,
it came out. Reddit found it first because Reddit always finds it first. The video says this too, but then Nick Crowley breaks the story and he's a big channel. But then I started to obviously I need to go down this rabbit hole, right? So I did, and just the amount of time that you can see that he was very clearly. That's it. Yeah, grooming little boys. Holy fuck! They'd be 14 years minimum. That's just what I found. Okay, how much damage would there be? I would assume a lot.
Yeah, it's like Beware Mouse's dad or something. I mean,
I think they're about the same age. I don't think he's much. I don't think he was much older than Mouse.
I think it was, or 79.
73.
73. Okay, yeah.
Wasn't Mouse in his 60s?
I'm not sure.
I think he just looks a lot older. I think he's like Glenn. I think he looks much older than he is.
Speaking of Mouse, so Mouse was running a new enterprise, $10 donation, and he will run a advertisement for your YouTube channel on his live stream / radio show. So I did. I talked to Tom. I talked to attorney Hugh Janus, our acquisitions director. I talked to the marketing department and the budget, and we decided that we could move some things around, make that $10 work because advertising obviously is super important in this industry. So we did, and I will be doing a honest review of Mouse's services in about a week.
So that's why you docked my voiceover pay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh well.
It was important.
You're a Danger Mouse.
Okay,
I mean, I'd rather have Danger.
We got the video up now, so yeah, we'll watch this. It's 15 minutes long.
Doofy, stop talking so much, guy. You're driving people nuts.
I can't. He won't let me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just be happy he's a fucking weight.
A taser on my thigh right now. I speak too much. He zaps.
That's not your thigh.
Hello, massholes near and far. It's me, Kate. And
I hate the sound of my own voice. I'm going to actually take
this
my
video is a
headphones
little
off.
bit different today
I
than
can't
what we
listen.
usually do. It is not really related to the 1A movement. Actually, it has nothing to do with First Amendment at all, but it's still a crazy rabbit hole that I've been sucked into for about 4 days now, and I just had to share with you because this shit is crazy. Now is about the time in the video when I humbly suggest that if you like what we're doing and you want to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so that you always know when we come out with new content.
Hello, I'm Plasma Master.
So I just want to start out by saying that pedophiles and sexual predators are the worst. They suck. There's nothing worse than a pedophile or sexual predator. I think there's one cure for that shit, and it is not a soothing cup of chamomile tea with honey. That being said, YouTube is like a cesspool of pedophiles and, you know, sex predators. They're literally everywhere. Every day a new one pops up somewhere and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm so shocked, right? And I guess some of it is kind of shocking. Other things aren't. But let me tell you about this guy, Plasma Master Dawn, which I think is the least shocking reveal of a pedophile ever to exist on YouTube. He's like the most obvious diddler that ever did diddle.
Hello, I'm Plasma Master Dawn.
I'm going to preface this whole video by saying that Plasma Master Dawn has since passed away as of December 21st, 2020. So I'm not really trying to disparage the dead here, but the guy is a creeper. Spoiler alert. And this video isn't so much about him as it is the internet as a whole and how long he was able to get away with this behavior. I don't think that you can shame the diddler out of a diddler because it's an act that is already inherently shameful. And I would never try to do that on YouTube because it's less effective and more just a shameless to attempt to shame pedophiles in public, to quote unquote.
Tell him to take his mask off and kiss the floor and apologize.
Yeah, I did just throw a little shade. Anyway, if you're like me about 4 days ago, you don't know who Plasma Master Dawn was. So I will explain. Plasma Master Dawn was a 73-year-old man with a YouTube channel called Plasma Master Dawn that amassed like a huge following overnight. He ended up with 500,000 subscribers at his peak and over 15 million video views. He pretty much got famous for making videos like this.
And I'm gonna be home. Time's a kite by then. I miss you so much. I miss my wife.
This is fucking so creepy. I'm sorry.
There's only space.
Looks like everybody loved him because they thought that he was a sweet old man and super wholesome. Although when I watched his videos, I did not get that impression. Honestly, my first impression from the guy was that he obviously diddles kids. He's a creeper. His entire channel is like some bizarre boy rape den fever dream sort of experience. I mean, it took me about 4 videos to determine that I would never, ever, ever let this guy babysit my kids.
It's like Shelly's singing coach.
Listen up, everyone. 3 days from now, it's coming. You can't get around it. You can't get away from it. You can't hide from it.
I'm gonna touch
it's
you.
coming. No doubt about it. Yes, it's on the way. There's no place to go. You're stuck with it.
I think this is Anarchic singing coach.
It's so creepy.
Honestly, when I see a video like this,
Fuck off, Gary. Doofy in 20 years.
Fucking Goofy on Tuesday. What the
all I can think of is this.
You're eccentric.
Make myself laugh. Like,
He loves
I'm the only person I make laugh.
I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed.
I'm just saying the resemblance is striking, in my opinion.
Got a nice tip for you right here in my pocket for my arthritis. Why don't you reach in there and fish it out?
So
for yourself?
Don is going around making his little cover videos and showing everybody his creepy knick-knack den. And things are going really well for him, presumably, until one day, oops, Reddit figures out that he is a registered sex offender. I'm telling you, you can't mess with those Reddit people. They are sleuths. They figure out everything. Everything. There's no hiding from Reddit. People on Reddit do this thread and they figure out that his real name is Donzel Edward Owens Jr. and he's a recently registered sex offender from 2019. So this isn't like 20 years ago or anything. He's in his 70s out here groping little kids. He was charged and convicted of sexual imposition, which when I looked up is like a weird legal term for essentially fondling the genitals of somebody else without their permission. And according to his registry, his victim was a juvenile male. So bad news bears for Don. Nick Crowley, who is a giant YouTuber with like millions of subscribers, actually found this Reddit thread and totally blew up Don's spot that he is in fact Grandpa Touchy Pants. Nick Crowley's video is actually really good and I'll put a link in the description, but pretty much all he does is detail out how Don was the worst hidden pedophile in the history of YouTube. He literally left clues everywhere where you could easily connect his identity on YouTube to Donzel Edward Owens Jr. Totally positively. There's absolutely no doubt. He put his date of birth in the about section of his YouTube channel, which perfectly matches up with the registry. The registry even lists the make and model of his car and the year. And he does a video where he shows his 2005 Buick Century, and it's white. He has his nickname, Don, which I'm assuming obviously is short for Donzel, in the name of his channel. And he even lets you know what town he lives in. So there's absolutely no doubt. I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy even wears his sex offender shirt in some of his videos. It's like short of knocking on your door and handing out flyers. It was very, very easy to figure out that this guy is a sex offender. And in case you had any nagging doubt, he also produces creepy child-centered videos on his channel and puts them out there, including this one I found where he wishes a random 11-year-old boy a happy birthday, but he doesn't even know what his birth date is. It's just super unsettling. So Nick Crowley puts out this video. People are inexplicably shocked and disgusted by this, as if it wasn't obvious from the jump, and it looks like Don's about to get canceled. Then a week after the video comes out, Don passes away. So you would think the story was over, but it's really not. So needless to say, I was pretty intrigued as to how this guy made no effort to cover up the fact that he's a huge effing creep. Managed to dupe 500,000 people into thinking that he was America's grandpa instead of what he clearly is, the reason that we teach kids about stranger danger. So I did a little bit of research, and what I found is that Don has been using platforms like YouTube for almost 14 years that I can find to groom young boys on the internet. So when I looked up Plasma Master Don, I discovered that Plasma Master Don is actually Don's second YouTube channel.
I probably have to tell her that.
Prior to 2012, when that channel was created, he had another channel called Plasma Dude 47. Plasma Dude 47 allegedly was hacked by somebody and the entire channel taken down, which would make sense if he's a pedophile because that's something that would be kind of virtuous to do. It's also possible that people were starting to catch on to what he was doing and he deleted the channel by himself and then tried to start over, because I found several threads where he is accused of sending money to young boys in exchange for performing for him on Skype. I also found that his handle, PlasmaDude47, has been trolling Tumblr feeds, Twitters, and online blogs since about 2006, communicating with, you guessed it, children. In one thread I found, a young boy claims that Don paid him $1,600 to perform for him on Skype.
That's fucked up, man.
Now, this is obviously unverified, and all these usernames are anonymous. Plus, Don's dead, so we'll never really know. But The kid made this post in 2018 before Don even got really popular. He was no one. So that does add some credibility. And it seems to be echoed in other threads where he is accused of sending young boys money in the mail. What I found most disturbing, though, and super, super creepy, is that when I searched Plasma Jude 47 through the video section in Google, I found a bunch of old videos from super, super young kids making shout-out videos to him. Like, why is a man in 2008, when he is in his 60s, talking to boys that like they look super, super young, super young,
super cute?
One of the
too.
boys
I was
even
just
talks
kidding.
about having a relationship with Dawn, which I found really weird because he didn't use the word friendship; he used relationship. I'm gonna share the videos, but I have blurred them out because they were kids, and even though it's 2008 that these videos were made, I don't want to embarrass what could potentially be victims.
These videos are so
trust
creepy.
me, these kids look really, really young. I would guess probably somewhere between 7 and 11 years old.
Holy fuck.
This is really creepy.
Let me just get my microphone.
But the boys, they're young.
Thank you. Hey Don, I nearly broke my back. I'm glad you liked the video. I'm glad you agree with me. And I'm sorry about the quality. It's just that the quality is rubbish when I use YouTube recorder because it's not very good quality. It's not.
Carrie.
So there you go. Ooh. If anyone else is watching this, I want to say please post a video response to my first one because it's sort of thing. If you agree with me about Plasma Dude, if you really like him, if you agree with what I said in the first one, I can't explain it again because it'll be a waste of time. I gotta go to MySpace.
This one's really creepy.
Hey Plasma Dude, it's PSP Master. To say all that kind of words is really making me happy. Seriously. Doing everything brilliant. I love all those kind words. Okay. Okay, and I think this relationship will last for a long, long time.
This kid looked probably 7. He looked
Okay.
like 7 or 8. I would be surprised if he's any older than 8.
So, later, buds.
It just blows my mind that this guy was out on YouTube hiding in plain sight with behavior that's all over the internet concerning children dating back to 2006 at least. And nobody could figure out that he is a sex offender. Even before he was charged, the red flags were there. Actually, when I looked through YouTube, there were people that were making videos about him implying that he was a creeper back to like 2008. These people were obviously ahead of their time. They kind of look like they're the Boit community that we have now, the bottom of YouTube. And they made like short kind of Gary Snowflake or Music Biz Marty style videos. You probably haven't heard of those people. They're very small YouTubers that I watch. And I guess that's the point. Sometimes these small YouTubers are able to pick up on things that might blow up someday. And they see something in it that obviously the general public does not. It just sucks that these creators get literally stuffed to the bottom of YouTube because they have some insight and they can kind of see things coming that clearly other people can't. But it's crazy. Look at some of the videos that this guy made.
The shape of his head.
Yeah. This is creepy too.
This hand that pulled the trigger that killed your sons now masturbates to the memory. Fuck all of you.
What's with the kids in the kennel?
Anyway, later, guys.
He knew. He knew. Yeah, so I don't even know. I am just rambling at this point. The whole situation is just like mind-boggling. This guy literally got away with this behavior for 14 years. Not only that, but he ended up building a gigantic following that was completely oblivious to the fact that he is a living, breathing version of Herbert the pervert from Family Guy. Like, it's wild. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys tonight at 7 o'clock for our live stream. If not, we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
You're already here. Like, that's fucked up though, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Horrible.
Yeah, it just. I mean, I guarantee this dates back to AOL days when they had the chat rooms for kids and shit.
Yeah. So I did find some videos too. Like, there were so many videos of him interacting with like young children that I lost. I shouldn't. That's not the right word for it. I couldn't stomach it anymore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I couldn't stomach it. So I'm like, but there were some of him talking in AIM chat rooms and the rapping with kids. It was just really creepy. Like, clearly using YouTube to lure and groom young boys for a really long time.
It's not just YouTube either. They troll through Tumblr. They troll through DeviantArt.
Right.
Reset Era, places like that are just
Patreon.
rife for this kind of abuse.
Yeah.
Right.
I was on a panel a couple months ago, and we were talking about internet safety, and a mother came up and she's asking, when did we start talking to our kids about internet safety? My answer to that was, as soon as they can hit the power button, you start having conversations with them. Just for people like this.
Yeah, the whole thing is just like, it's more like I cannot. But like, I was just watching the comments, and people are like, "He's so sweet. I can't believe he's a sex offender." Like, how can you not believe that he's a sex offender? Like, I mean, everything about him screams sex offender. I know that you can't always judge a book by a cover, but sometimes you can. Like, let's be real. Like, sometimes you can. That is one instance where, like, the cover is very descriptive. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Well, how many?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how many people are willing to wave away Onision's weirdness because he's a lolcow and he does funny videos?
Right.
The only thing this guy was missing was a rape van with 3 puppies on the side of it. I mean,
well, he does have a beautiful 2005 white Buick
Riviera. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like, Jesus Christ! Literally, I was blown away just like going through like he literally put his entire life like right there. Like, there was no. Yeah. Like, he might as well have just been like, pursuant to Megan's law, I must tell you all that I am a sex offender, because it was so easy to piece together. Like, holy shit. And then when I went through like some of the older videos, like, he talked about this at one point. He said like, "Oh, I was arrested as a pedophile, but the kid was 16 or so I thought, but he wasn't really." Like, my God, like, are you kidding me? Even if you thought the kid was 16, you were in your 70s. Like, what the fuck? There's no excuse there. It's crazy. So anyway, any last thoughts before we get on out of here?
I just want to give a shout out to Murph. Murph got out of the hospital. He's in chat today.
I was happy to hear that Murph's doing well. Murph, we love you. We always love you.
Murph.
He's in chat right now.
Hey, Murph.
He's flirting with the women, so he must be feeling fine.
Good.
So glad you're home, buddy.
Okay, so as always, when we get off of here, we drive home, we're on Discord. So if you aren't in our Discord server, I would suggest joining it. We bullshit a lot in voice. It's fun. The whole way home, we're going to be screaming probably, 20, 30. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta make some filler time because Tom's over here, crafting some last minute entertainment for the evening. We are a bunch of sick fucks. Also, speaking of sick fucks, if you guys have any stories, it doesn't have to be just 1A related. I do like internet rabbit holes in general, anything that's bizarre, dark, or maybe not dark, but fun, like just, throw it my way. Like if you're like, hey, I wonder if this should be investigated more a little bit. Like I just love spending hours looking up as much as I can find on one weird topic.
If you don't need current, I can throw you a whole bunch of rabbit holes that are from a few years back. Okay.
Make sure they're alien related.
No, I'm not ready for that. Juggalos. Andrew keeps trying to hook me up with that juggalo too, like so I can yell at him, but he comes on too late.
There's a bunch of the early YouTube superstars that really turned out to have dark insides once they got popular.
Right. I like that sort of stuff. It's 2021 now, and I'm trying to broaden our horizons here a little bit.
And as with all memes, it's spelled incorrectly. They have to be, or they don't work.
He whipped it out quickly. Leave him alone.
That's what makes it good. That's what I'm saying. If a meme is spelled correctly, it's not funny.
And did we say, by the way,
Oh,
Our
sorry.
buddy Glenn Serio changed the title to his latest video.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Too bad, Glenn. We have everything saved.
Yeah.
Oh, if you take a look at the Facebook group, Glenn Serio is a dickhead. I think it's called something like that.
Yeah, I'm in there.
That guy that's an ex-cop has been getting phone calls and messages from somebody that swears it's not Glenn. But if you read the full text of it in the voice, it's definitely Glenn.
Glenn denies that video where he's with his racial tirade that's him. It's like, dude, it's your fucking voice.
Yeah, Dutch Doyle does really want to kick his ass. You know, he's like, he had messaged me some videos, and he's like, hey, can you share these to like get them out there? And I was like, honestly, like it's like he's not really explicitly threatening him, but it's enough that like it wouldn't do well on our channel. You know what I mean? Like people already report everything they can as much as they can. I'm acutely aware of that. Just because it doesn't stick doesn't mean I want to give you things that might stick.
Right. Yeah, Dutch needs to shut that to one of the edgier channels.
You have made Tom's head is about to fucking explode here. What did he spell wrong?
SEPERATED?
No.
No? Oh, goddamn. I apologize.
Wow.
I will buy you a beer.
Open a fucking dictionary.
You ignorant slut.
Jane,
Yes,
you
I
ignorant
did
slut.
mean separated, Google. I'm sorry.
Tom for the win. So
Hey, I'm the same color as the Masshole logo report right now.
Bum, bum. So
Hey, where's
that
Pat
note,
with soundboard?
if you don't belong to our Discord already, please join because we're going to be shitting on corrosive and
Oh shit, I need beer.
chat as we drive home. I got to drive home though. I'm like right now, my daughter is shooting me death looks like she wants to get the hell out of here. So I'm going to drive home. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be back on Tuesday with some more bullshit.
Sounds good.
Love you.
Hold on, Tuesday or Thursday?
I meant to say Thursday. I'm retarded. Sorry. I'm an idiot.
Sure.
This corrosive bad spelling has gone over to my timekeeping
Sorry,
now.
we got math wrong.
Just kidding. Thursday. We'll be Thursday, but come in Discord now. We're gonna have a party. Thank guys.
I'll see you Thursday.
All right, Thursday.